Well, hi there everybody, FarmSim Gamer here and welcome to Rustic Acres, a great American map by Kaz64, and I think my favourite out of all the maps that he has created. If you're not familiar with some of his maps, then places like Almost a Farm, Old Timers, Old Country Life, Wild West, which is a big 16x map, all part of his creation, and I'll pop a link in the description down below so that you can maybe go and check out his Facebook page and get access to some of his maps, because I really do think they're worth looking at. So this is the main farmyard. As you can see, the farmhouse is over there in front of us. But before I take you for a little tour around, let's just have a quick look at the map to see what we've got. So we're in new farmer mode, and you start with the main farmyard, a bunch of machinery, and fields 1, 2 and 3 that you can see. But we've also purchased fields 5, 10, 35, 34 and 33, and also this area that is here, which is kind of a blank canvas, but we've done something quite special with that, which I'll show you in a minute. And also, in addition to that, we also get all of the animal husbandries over here. Chickens next to the farmhouse, we've got calves, ducks, horses, cows, goats, sheep and pigs, and we'll take a little wander there in a little minute. So this is the land that we own. As you can see, quite a big block in the middle, but all fairly small fields. And our plan for this series is that we're going to do a number of things. One is we're going to do some kind of old style traditional farming with the smaller fields that are around the main farm. We're then going to look at kind of expanding and doing some larger scale farming with new, more modern machinery. As you can see, there's quite a lot of large fields that are all around kind of the main central part of the map. And then we've also developed this area over here, which I'll take you over to in a minute. So let's have a quick look around. We've got the farmhouse over here. Now you can go inside here. The sleep trigger is upstairs in the bedroom area. One of our helpers over there, Abby, she's making some coffee for the team. Got a large screen TV here with the weather forecast on, so that's great. Nice big open plan kitchen dining area. And then upstairs is the bedroom and the sleep area, which has also got a little office space over there. So wandering around the farm, we've got our workshop just over to the side here. Quite an old kind of beaten up barn. Our head mechanic guy is over there. That's Will. He's doing a little bit of work on the New Holland. They're kind of old sort of tractor that we've kind of kept for some time. We've got machine storage kind of over here. Some of the kind of hay and the baling equipment that we've got here, some of the older traditional machinery as well in some of these old kind of yards, some international tractors, international case there as well, and some of the smaller machinery that we use for doing all of the small fields around here. Got a slightly larger John Deere 4850 there, and our New Holland combine. Now going back over the road or around to the animal husbandry areas, we've got the chickens that are next door to the farmhouse here. And as you can see, quite a large kind of expansive area here if you want to add in some additional buildings and sheds and things like that if you need to. I've already added in a bit of seed, fertilizer and lime storage here as well, so we can kind of purchase that directly in the farm. And then all of the animal husbandry areas are over the field just here. So we've got cattle that are right in front of us. Then just going up the road here, we've got our sheep pen just through the fence there. Now they've all got sort of open plan cattle grids and things like that as well. So that's where our sheep are. We've got the pigs just up here. These are the main entrances, as you can see, these cattle grids. And then there's also an exit point out the back of here as well that goes round to where the goats are. So that's just kind of through the back access here, so it's quite handy when you're doing all of your feeding and everything. So here's the goat pasture. Nice and convenient. Straw loading point there. Water's just round the corner here. And then you can go down another track to access the back area of the cattle yard. And then this is where the ducks are as well, and there's a water point collection as well, just a small sort of pond just over here. Then we've got the ducks, which are just through here. Collection point for their eggs is just around the corner, so that's nice and easy. And then we've also got the calf shed as well. You don't see that very often, but all of these in new farmer mode, you start with some animals in all of these yards and pens, and then the horses here. That's Danny. He takes care of the animals most of the time, and helps out on the arable side as and when he's needed. And then the other area that we developed that I mentioned beforehand is just back over the road here. So this space here, it was just a big open plan, and what we've done is extended the kind of farmyard with some additional machinery sheds. So we've got an area that we can expand into, particularly as we start to take on some larger fields and do some more sort of modern farming. Then through here, we actually produced and developed a whole area of greenhouses. We've got a manure cell point, which we need for all the greenhouse areas. We've got 2 vineyards that are here, both white and red grapes, with a water point just up there. And then we've got all of our greenhouses. We've got cucumber, lettuce and tomato over there on the left-hand side, and over here on the right-hand side we've got onions, more tomatoes in the middle, and then potatoes up the end. Now we kind of did this as a bit of a recreational space in many respects. You can imagine like a market gardening area that all of the locals can visit and buy their fresh fruit and vegetables and everything else. There's a little marketing suite there where we sell all of our goods. We've got a couple of orange trees just either side of that, and then we've also got an apple orchard behind it as well. And then what we've also done out the front here, so there's the apple orchard, so that's in full swing producing apples. Then also we have created a coffee and outdoor cafe, the Kaz Cafe. So that's a kind of a recreational feature for all the locals to come to. I've got this beautiful lapacho tree in the middle as well, which kind of really stands out. And then over the far side we've got a parking area, and we've got a diner as well, which is really great. Nice to bring the team over here for a nice cold drink and something to eat in the evening when we've had a hard day's work. So we really developed and expanded this area into something quite different, and it was just an opportunity to kind of give us another income stream as well, because all of the greenhouses and the vineyards and the apple orchard all give us either hourly or daily income as well. So that was another income stream. Now we do of course need to keep the manure topped up and the water topped up, and in some cases we need to take some of the produce to a sell point to sell it. So that keeps us pretty busy as well. Now we own the fields that are surrounding us as well. Field 10 is just over the road there, and then we've got fields 33, 34 and 35 that kind of surround this area. And then our other fields 1, 2, 3 and 5 that are just around the other side of the main farm. So that's the tour done. If you want to see how we created that area back there, then I've done a separate time-lapse video on the creating of Rustic Gardens, so go and watch that if you're interested. So that's the tour completed. Now we've got quite a bit of work that we need to complete today. Our field 5 canola will be coming up for harvest, and also fields 2 and 3 as well. So that's going to keep us busy. Now you saw some of the team members earlier. Abby was in the kitchen making some coffee. You haven't met Bob yet. Danny was over in the horse yard just taking care of a few things with the animals, and of course you saw Will in the workshop as well. So we need to crack on with a few things. Got a busy day ahead of us, so I will catch you in a little while. So quite a bit for us to be getting on with. I've got the New Holland Combine and brought that over to field 5, so we've made a start on the canola. Bob's going to go and pick the trailer up and bring that over as well. Now we have got quite a bit of crop in the main silo, which we need to take to the various sell points at some point. So that's quite a lot of stuff that you kind of start with already. And we did a harvesting contract yesterday for coffee. on field 32, and some of the excess crop that we've got from that contract we also need to take to one of the selling points. Now that's very profitable. Down at the restaurant, they seem to buy and get through that like Billy-O, so we're going to take that down a little bit later today. I think probably Abby's going to go and do that. So quite a lot for us to do. This field needs lime putting on it once we've harvested it, and then I think Will's probably going to drag that New Holland with the Caterpillar tracks over, stick the plough on it, and come and plough the lime in before we seed that. And I am looking at getting a power harrow as well. So I think we'll go over the ploughed land with the power harrow and create a nice seedbed before we get the field drilled. So I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll catch you in a little while. Right, well, we're getting on with field 5, and as you can see from the map here, field 1 and 2 are ready to harvest, field 3 is almost there, and then field 33, 34 and 35 are kind of in their last stage of growing, so they'll probably be coming online a little bit later today as well. So quite a bit to do on the harvest front, and then field 10 will be a little bit later. Now this is a multi-fruit map. So we've got quite a lot of crop types that are available, obviously all the traditional original crop types that you're familiar with, but we've also got the likes of sugar carrot, onion, clover, lettuce, cabbage, red cabbage, rye, poppy, hops, tobacco, hemp, coffee, rice, mustard and alfalfa. So quite a lot available in terms of varying the crop rotation, and it's kind of nice and interesting to be able to do some of those different crops as well. So we're getting on with field 5. We've about halfway through this canola. So once we've done this, we'll move back over the road and start doing fields 1, 2 and 3. Hopefully we'll get a couple of those done this evening before it gets dark. Abby's going to go and grab the lime spreader and come over here and start spreading the lime on this field. And then Will's going to bring the New Holland Caterpillar over. He's going to pick up the plough and start ploughing this field as well. And at some point we'll get a power harrow so we can prepare the ground, get it ready for drilling. Right, we've almost finished combining this field. Will's started doing the ploughing now in the New Holland Caterpillar. It's going to be a bit slow going ploughing this field, but I'm sure he'll get it finished up today, and I think fields 1 and 3 are going to need doing as well at some point, so you might be able to start doing one of those. But yeah, a bit slow going in that Caterpillar. Willie seems to like it. It's a bit uncomfortable and a bit noisy, but he enjoys using it, so I'm sure he'll have a bit of fun this afternoon doing this ploughing. Right, well that's us finished combining field 5. So we're just putting the canola into the silo here. I think we've got about 14,500 litres, so not too bad for that field. And we just need to swap the header over on the combine, put the corn header on, so we can start doing the hemp in field 2, and then hopefully we will get the corn done this afternoon as well. So we're going to carry on doing that. Now this hemp comes off this field sort of fairly thick and fast. It's a small field, but you'll be surprised how much we might get off this field. And I've had a look at the selling prices as well, and there's a good price up at the Western Mill, so I think we're going to take this straight up there and get it sold straight away rather than putting it in the silo. So that'll add to the bank balance a little bit. So we're going to crack on with this, and I'll catch you in a little while. Right, that's this field finished. So it did pretty well. It got about just under 10,000 litres of crop from this field. So a pretty small field, but that's not too bad. And we're going to take this straight up to the Western Mill and get that tipped off. I think the price was just around about $1,600 per 1,000 litres, so we should get around about $16,500, I think, for this, which for a tiny field, pretty much the smallest field on the map, that's not bad income. So this certainly comes off the field pretty thick and fast. If you're doing a big field, then it's amazing how much you get. Right, we're going to carry on combining. I'm going to start doing the corn in field 1. And as you can see, just through the trees there on the left-hand side, the rye there is kind of only half ready. Some of the crop is still growing in that field, so we won't be able to get that done today. So I think this will be our last field that we can harvest today. It's coming up to about 5 o'clock in the evening, so we'll get this one sorted, and that will probably be it as far as harvesting and combining today, and then we'll see what we can carry on with tomorrow. Right, folks, well, we've had another busy day here on the farm at Rustic Acres. We managed to get that field 1 of corn harvested, so we'll crack on with field 3 tomorrow. Will finished up ploughing in field 5, and he moved over to field 2 and got a little bit of that done. So we packed up for the day. We've nipped over to the diner to have something to eat and a nice cold beer, but we'll crack on with our fields tomorrow, and I think 33, 34 and 35 are going to be ready to harvest as well. We didn't manage to get that coffee taken down at the restaurant. They dropped their price a little bit, so we're going to wait for that to go back up. But that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and like and share and comment as much as you like. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the farm tomorrow. Take care now. Bye for now.